Joining us during the noon hour for the noon edition of Down on the Farm Radio. Thanks so much for listening to one of our 14 affiliate stations on our Facebook page or our website, Down on the Farm Radio, downonthefarmradio.com. As we look toward today's weather, we will begin up in the far northwestern corner of Down on the Farm Country. Abilene 85, San Angelo 85, Ozona 85, Sonora 86, Junction 87. As we move further down toward the San Antonio-Austin National Weather Service region, we see an 85 in Rock Springs, a 90 in Uvalde, a 90 in Pearsall, an 88 in Cuero, an 87 in New Braunfels, an 83 in Fredericksburg, an 85 up in Georgetown, and an 87 in LaGrange. Now, you folks back in San Angelo are looking toward some periods of excessive rainfall, probably beginning Wednesday into Wednesday night. Those heavy rains could provide a half to an inch in some place like Abilene, maybe 2 to 3 in some place like Coleman, and maybe 4 to 6 in Mason. Now, as we look toward the San Antonio area, your chances of rain will begin in the heavy way Wednesday night into Thursday. Your highs those days, 85 to 89. Your lows somewhere between 66 and 75. Of course, the cooler lows will come in on Thursday. Neighbor, there's a good look at a wide swath of ag weather through a pretty good section of Down on the Farm Country. Neighbor, let's begin today's meal with a Texas-sized glass of iced tea and a look at those commodities brought to you by McCoy's, McCoy's.com, McCoy's Building Centers. December corn, 5.32 3/4, up 2 1/4. November beans, 12.34, even money, down 9. Deese bean meal, 3.1870 by the ton, down a dime. December Kansas City hard red winter wheat, down 3 1/2, 7.34, even money. December number 2 cotton, down 86, 109.74. December live cattle up 7 1/2, 130.32. November feeder cattle up 37.50, 161.52. December lean hogs, down 112 at 80.37. November West Texas intermediate crude up 176, 81.11. There's your commodities of ag interest. Neighbor, we'll take a look at Texas news and views after this word from their sponsor, the Texas Farm Bureau Insurance Company.
When we moved to Texas, we were like fish out of water. We didn't know anyone in our neighborhood until our Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent came to the house. She was so helpful and reassuring, a friendly face with that Texan hospitality I'd heard about. When we purchased a Texas Farm Bureau insurance policy, we knew we were making the right choice. We knew our family would be protected.
Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance today at tfbinsurance.com to find an insurance agent who's a true neighbor. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
Freeze-related fishing proposal. I'm Jessica Domel with the Texas Wildlife Radio Show on the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network. The Texas Parks and Wildlife Department is asking the public to weigh in on proposed changes to its rules surrounding when fishing is prohibited off the coast during or after a freeze. A hard freeze, like the one that we saw during Winter Storm Uri in February, can cause fish to congregate in deeper waters in order to survive. Due to the cooler than normal water temperatures, they become sluggish and are prone to capture. To protect fish during these conditions, the Texas Parks and Wildlife Commission issued an executive order limiting fishing in those hard-hit areas in February. The new proposed rules, according to Parks and Wildlife, are intended to optimize the effectiveness of current rules surrounding freeze events. The current rule allows Parks and Wildlife to restrict fishing in areas of coastal water where fishing from the bank is possible. The proposal would remove that qualification and allow the Commission to temporarily suspend fishing in any coastal waters impacted by a freeze. The current rule defines a freeze as a period of cold weather with an air temperature below 32 degrees Fahrenheit. The proposal would modify that to reflect that the water temperature is more important for fish than the air temperature. It would allow the suspension of fishing if the water temperature drops below 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Their proposal would also allow TPWD's executive director to determine when fishing may resume after a freeze. Current rules do not list criteria for reopening. Parks and Wildlife will host a public hearing on those proposed changes to thermal refuge rules on Thursday, October 14th at 6 p.m. on Zoom. A link is available on the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department website. For the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network, I'm Jessica Domel.
Neighbor, there's Hop Sing ringing that lunch bell. Chicken fried steak, jalapeno gravy, Nanny's yeast rolls, twice baked potatoes, big old bowl of jalapeno gravy, and that cold cucumber salad. I'll pour you another glass of iced tea while we talk to Kenny Mingus from Milam County Livestock Auction, Cameron. Kenny, how did you sell them Friday?
Well, it turned out pretty good, Larry. We had a total of 2271. Out of that mix, we had 645 cows, 37 bulls, 239 sellers, and 97 buyers.
Walk the pins.
You bet. Steers under 300, 120 to 240. 3 to 400 pound steers, $90 to $2. 4 to 500 pound steers, $85 to $202, and over 500, $75 to $1.56. On the heifers, $1 to $2 under 300. 3 to 400 pounds, $70 to $1.63. 4 to 500, $70 to $1.55, and over 500, $65 to $1.41. Packer cows, it was about steady, but we had a few drop-ins, so they had it stirred up good. We got along really well on the Packer cows. Had 2 new buyers there buying some cows. 25 to 74. Packer bulls from 60 to 94. On the bred cows from 300 to 1475, and on the cow-calf pairs from 6 1/4 to 1675.
Sounds like you had a good sale. What was the total count?
2271.
What do we anticipate for this next week?
Larry, I think that it'll be probably a little slower than that. Got a chance of rain, I think, starting Wednesday on into Thursday and Friday. We've got our county fair this week. Grandma and Grandpa and moms and dads will probably be tied up with that. It's usually a little slower this week because of that. We do have 2 truckloads of calves coming from 2 different people. We've got a pretty good start there.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you for this Friday's sale in Milam County.
We'll be at the office from about 9 to 3. Monday through Wednesday at 254-697-6697. You can follow us on our webpage at MilamCountyLivestockAuction.com or catch us on Facebook.
McCoys.com, McCoys Building Supply, still family owned, strong, growing, and relevant for our ag community. Farm and ranch panels and gates, field fencing, welded wire panels, barbed wire and electric fencing. Shop online and find products and the store near you at McCoys.com.
We're on the line with Russell Heller, Lexington Livestock Commission Company. Russell, how was the Saturday sale?
Yes, sir. Had a good sale, 928 total head with 181 cows.
Let's walk the pins.
Thinner Packer cows were 25 to 52, and the better cows 53 to 75. Steer and bull calves 3 to 400 pounds, 115 to 203. 4 to 5 weights, 110 to 198. 5 to 6 weights, $1.05 to 167. 6 to 7 weights, $1 to 151. 7 to 8 weights, 95 to 144. On the heifers, 3 to 400 pound heifers, 110 to 170. 4 to 5 weights, $1.05 to 160. 5 to 6 weights, $1 to 150. 6 to 7 weights, 95 to 140. 7 to 8 weights, 90 to 132.
Good. What was the count?
928.
How does that compare to this time last year?
It was a few less, but I think we've been selling a few more cattle off and on, so it's about the same numbers.
Where was the strongest purchase power sent by the buyers?
Yes, there's still those lighter calves going some oats or wheat, kind of 3 1/4, 350 to 450 weight steers and heifers. They were pretty active this week.
What do you know for this next week?
Yes, sir. One man's going to have 30 black calves and another guy's 15 that I know of so far.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you for this next Saturday's sale in Lexington. Russell Heller?
Sure, you can get me on my cell, and that number is 979-820-7002.
Neighbor, don't forget, grab yourself a bottle of ice water out of that number 2 wash tub there by the screen door. Don't want you getting dehydrated today. Need you back to eat kolach with us about 3:45. More down on the farm at that time. Neighbor, now let's check the grains. Courtesy of John Tuggle. Number 2 Milo through Corpus in October. Dees plus 75 at 10.81. Houston Dees plus $1, 11.26. Progresso 10.40. Yellow corn through Corpus in October, Dees plus 85, 615.5. Houston Dees plus 75, 605.5. Progresso 11.90. Hard red winter wheat through Houston in October, Dees plus 70, 807.5. And Houston beans, October delivery, November list 20, 12.23. Even money. Taking a look at cotton sold in Texas on Friday. Neighbor, looks like we moved 471 bales of East Texas, Oklahoma, 25 bales of West Texas. Prices in ETOK, 107.60 to 110.70. Prices in WT or West Texas, 106.85 to 109.60. Neighbor, that's it for Down on the Farm. I'm Larry Marble. Thanks so much for listening. Come on back down the lane and eat with us again. Same farm time, same farm channel tomorrow.